Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. Our presentation is about how to increase the usage of Uber in Metro Vancouver area. My name is Nafisa Erkandoko and I'm the project manager of this project. This project also have other three members, which is Jin Chan, Rapi, and Matt. Now I'm going to talk about the content for our presentation. Our presentation is divided into 10 different parts, which start from background and then continue to the introduction of the project team, introduction of the project scope, project budget, project timeline, quality matrix, key stakeholders and communication plan, project approval requirements, and it will close with the conclusion. I'm going to talk about the background of this project. Uber officially launched their service in Metro Vancouver on January 24, 2020. And right now, they are struggling to increase the numbers of drivers available in Vancouver. Increasing the usage of Uber service is also a challenge that the company is trying to overcome right now. While complicated tax regulations, driver licensing, and insurance are the main problems that cause the slow growth of Uber service in Metro Vancouver area, we believe that the Uber has a big opportunity in Metro Vancouver. I'm going to talk about the project team member. My name is Nafisa Kandoko and I'm the project manager for this project. I'm responsible to maintain the project charter and project plan. We also have other three members in this project. The first one is Yin Shan. Yin Shan is the business analyst. The second one is Matt. Matt is the procurement officer. And the third one is Rapi. And Rapi is the user communication officer. Now I'm going to talk about the project purpose. The purpose of the increasing of usage Uber in Metro Vancouver area project is divided into three main purposes that can help us to reach our objectives. The first purpose is to introduce Uber service in Metro Vancouver area. The second purpose is to increase service availability to deliver timely service to customer. And the third purpose is to increase business effectiveness to reduce drivers' commute time.
I will introduce the project case. In this case, we separate two different parts. First one is for the company, and the second one is for public demand. Increasing the user of the Uber is essential to strengthen Uber competitiveness in this industry and establish their brand recognition in Metro Vancouver by monopolizing the ride-hailing market. Uber will have the public power over the ride change to a certain extent. Also, the project is beneficial to public too. Other than the public transportation, it provides the convenience to the people. Commutes become faster, easier, and security by the reduction of passengers' waiting time. Widening servers coverage and safety riding experience. Let's look to next slide. Business objective. Continually expand its business globally by providing a trustworthy, fast, and readily available transportation service to every customer. Also, Uber application will be a number one choice among the other ride-hailing applications in Greater Vancouver. Although Uber perfect ability is not guaranteed in our project. The next slide is a project description. It will help you understand what is our program. This project will focus on three main aspects. The first one is Uber driver, the service provider. Increase of service provider. We will support driver program and car share incentive provided. And next one is Uber customer or service customer. We will make a market advertisement in Greater Vancouver. So user will get recommendation vouchers and first-time user vouchers. Advertisement to target all age group. And the last one is service quality. In this part, we will improve the service effectively, and also Uber driver will get online English license to service customer. And the last is explain the course of service. So they will get a new mileage program. At next slide is a project objective. This project objective will mainly focus on three different areas. The first one is to increase the enrollment of Uber driver in Metro Vancouver area, and second one is increase Uber brand awareness in Metro Vancouver area, and the last one is increase the users number of the Uber service in Metro Vancouver area. At the next slide is project success criteria and requirements. The enrollment to Uber driver in Metro Vancouver area will increase more than 50% by the end of this project, and Uber customer will increase 30% to 50% by the end of this project completion. And next one is requirements. This project must meet following list of requirements in order to achieve success. The first one is a capital money to subsidize to driver program. And second one is a BC product to get a driver qualification. And third one is a driver and customer satisfaction survey. And the last one is a software to monitor the user of Uber app. The next slide is project developable. Companies with large license so far, Uber, Lyft, and Couple. The market share is in the initial stage. Uber and Lyft target all citizens in Metro Vancouver, and Couple targets 500,000 Chinese people in Vancouver. And from the current growth trend analysis, when the project ends in about 100 days, Uber market share increased from 30% in earlier January to no less than 40%.
The preliminary scope of the project consists of product scope and project scope, in which product scope covers the expanding of the business over Lower Mainland by April 1, 2020, and in project scope it is adding of Uber driver program, expanding the business, and also enrollment of new drivers by April 1, 2020. There were some project constraints which were occurring, and first one was procuring the individuals who can attain and clear the test, and second one is limited budget, which may come less, like it was $22,000, and another was project timeline which was of 3 months. It can be less. The public transportation in Lower Mainland is so efficient, and they are available to every nook and corner, and also the main constraint is trust on the existing ride hailing service like Cabu, Saddle, Yellow Cabs. These are the constraints which can be not good for the project. There are 5 main assumptions which were assumed in the starting of the project. First one is Uber will dominate the Lower Mainland, and the second one is all the new drivers will continue in next 3 years, and third one is drivers would return the prepayment which they had been given in the starting of Uber's driver program. Fourth one is Uber's application would work accurately and timelessly, and the final is there would be no legal issue by the taxi union against the Uber. There are the risks which are taken in the project, and the first one is market share. Uber can lose market share due to market fluctuations or a lot of other things, and second one is insufficient budget. The budget has not been too much that it can get the project sailing. Third one is all the drivers would repay the money which they are given. That is also a risk, they may not pay. And next is our external risks. First is that Uber choosing public transport as it is so efficient and available every nook and corner, so they may choose and leave Uber. And another is quality of driver service. Are the drivers which are given the communication skills or taught about the customer service, are they well prepared? Will they deal with in the like when they have to? And another is taxi union complaint, which had been issued since 2012. So these are the some risks.
Now I'm going to talk about the project budget. The project budget is divided into 5 main sections that will cover all costs that are incurred during the project. The first section is the research process. The research process will consist of market analysis, interviews, and surveys. The second section is implementation that will take up to 80% of the overall budget. It will consist of online training, driver program, car share incentives, mileage program, and marketing campaign. The third section is monitoring, the fourth section is final review, and the fifth section is contingency fund. We create a contingency fund to ensure that the project runs smoothly, and if any emergency arises in the middle of the project development, they can use the contingency fund. For more details, please refer to the bottom-up cost estimation spreadsheet link that we included in the presentation.
Part 6. Project Timeline. The project began from 6th of January to 1st of April 2020. In this project, we split our schedule into 4 important phases. In Phase 1, massive research and study on current ride-hailing market in Metro Vancouver will be carried out through market analysis, survey, interview, and benchmark activity. In Phase 2, the implementation stage, we will use the useful information gathered in Phase 1 to plan our strategy such as online training platform and marketing campaign. These 2 phases is expected to complete within 5 weeks from the start date. After 2 weeks of the implementation stage, Phase 3, the monitoring activity will take place to evaluate the strategy effectiveness and define the needed ongoing support according to the situation to ensure the project reach its desirable outcome. The final stage is scheduled in last 2 weeks of the project. Our team will perform a final review on the overall project and plan the last stage activity to secure the project success. So for more information about the project timeline, please refer to the link that attached in the end of the slide. Followed by the project milestone, several milestones are expected to present during the implementation stage. Driver program, car share incentive scheme, and are designed to increase Uber's drivers. Mileage program and marketing campaigns such as increase the voucher distribution to the public and advertisement are meant to attract Uber customers. After the implementation of this marketing campaign, the first market assessment that evaluate the effectiveness of our promotion activities and ongoing support proposal need to present for management review in Phase 3. Lastly, in Phase 4, market assessment 2, which is also the document to indicate the project success, has to be provided for management review as well. The following part is the quality metrics. This quality element were established according to the scope statement to ensure the acceptability of the deliverables at the end of the project. The aspect covered in the metric including the quality of services, advertising campaigns, program, data, and market share. Weekly analysis of service quality is taken to measure the availability of services in terms of the waiting time for customer, and the service responsiveness is measured to make certain on the service coverage that beyond the center city of Metro Vancouver. After the implementation stage, we will use this metric to assess the marketing campaign effectiveness. This measures the variation of Uber usage, website traffic, and driver enrollment numbers. The continuous quality maintenance is crucial to ensure the data credibility of the above mentioned. Therefore, we will do constant tests on Uber application data in terms of accuracy and timeliness, and continuous improvement on the driver online training platform to assure its education is applicable to the Uber services, and assess the ride-hailing market share to make sure that Uber market share is moving parallelly with our project expectation. For more information on the quality measurement, please refer to the quality metrics attached in the link at the end of the slide. In the key stakeholder and communication plan, our internal stakeholders is the project sponsor, which is the marketing and sales director that we have to contact in weekly basis, the project manager, which is the project management team lead, and also the core member which selected across department that have to contact in daily basis. The top management consists of CEO, CFO, and the vice presidents. Functional manager which involved in this project, the IT, finance, and marketing manager have to contact it in monthly basis with face-to-face meeting, video conferencings or email. However, the shareholder from the board of directors have to be contacted in monthly basis to update the condition of our project through email. The external key holders, the regulatory authority, which is the Passenger Transportation Board and ICBC, have to contact it as needed. Email and teleconferencing needed to reach out to this body. For more information about our communication plan, please refer to the communication metrics attached in the end of the slide. In this part, we will discuss the project approval requirement. In this project sponsor have the ultimate power to authorize the completion of the project. The success of this project will be achieved when Uber market share increase from 30% in early of January to not less than 40% and is fully deployed within the time constraint and budget indicated in this charter.
Now I'm going to talk about the conclusion and lesson learned. In conclusion, increasing the usage of Uber is essential to strengthen Uber competitiveness and Uber market share in Vancouver transportation industry. It will also establish their brand recognition in Metro Vancouver area. By increasing Uber market share for 10%, with a total of market share not less than 40% at the end of our project, it can make user use online car hailing service conveniently in a faster time at a lower price. And that's the end of our presentation. If you have any questions and concern, please let us know. And thank you for your patience. Thank you.